Wow, girl, you look amazing. Know what I think of you in my imagination. So sexy how you move at every step that you taking. Walk a little closer and I might call you baby. Things I do to you, treat your body like a temple. Serenade you like this instrumental. Way I feel about you, girl, I must be mental. Cause you're sexy as fuck, type of shawty make the men go damn crazy. What's up, y'all? So originally I was gonna react to I Don't Care next. But then Tom went and he dropped a brand new song. It's called Dirty Money. I'm super excited. Already from the first visual, like Nova Rockefeller, and I checked the description, and this time Jared Potter as well. My God, these visuals look stunning. So I haven't heard this before. This is a first time reaction. So let's get it. Tom MacDonald. Here we go.
They're angry that they'll never shut me up. I'm making more noise. Turn me up.
They're angry that will never shut me up. Why? Because I'm making more noise. You know, each time they try to silence him, he goes even harder. I love that.
They're angry that they'll never shut me up. I'm making more noise. Turn me up or turn me down. It's your choice. Black lives on.
You turn me up or you turn me down. It's your choice. He doesn't care whether you play him at maximum or you mute him. He's going to keep doing what he does. You know, just because you can't hear him doesn't mean he's not spitting.
Angry that they'll never shut me up. I'm making more noise.
And look at those visuals. He's on a pedestal and there's all that money behind him. And it's like the whole society has gone to ruin by the system that drives it. Very clever imagery. And that, I believe that's the White House behind him. And he's dressed in white too.
They're angry that they'll never shut me up. I'm making more noise. Turn me up or turn me down. It's your choice. Black lives only matter when they got a corpse to exploit. Cause the
Black lives only matter when they've got a corpse to exploit. You know, when there's no tragedy, when there's no incident, you know, when there's no life at stake, then, you know, black lives, who cares? It's only when things are brought to their worst and like stuff like the George Floyd situation happens, that then people seem like all of a sudden they care. No, what he's saying is people should constantly care, and I agree.
Turn me up or turn me down, it's your choice. Black lives only matter when they got a corpse to exploit. Cause the media made millions off the protests for George Floyd.
See, exactly what I was talking about. What did they do with everything that happened with George Floyd? The media made millions. My God, they milked that dry. They didn't give a shit about the situation. They just used it to add dollars into their pockets. It's disgusting.
When they got a corpse to exploit. Cause the media made millions off the protests for George Floyd. That's called ad revenue. They make cash selling you all the crap in
That's called ad revenue. They make cash selling you. Just that rhyme scheme right there. But pick up on what he's saying.
The protests for George Floyd. That's called ad revenue. They make cash selling you all the crap in the ads while they broadcast news.
You know, selling you. That's how they make cash. You know, you're the one putting that money in their pockets, and you probably don't even realize it. And you might be broke yourself, but they're still making bank off of you, though.
Ad revenue, they make cash selling you all the crap in the ads while they broadcast news.
You know, all that news they broadcast, yeah, that's just crap in the air. You know, playing off of on air, but you know, bullshit in the air around us. I'm loving this video. This might be one of my favorite videos I've seen from Tom.
They make cash selling you all the crap in the ads while they broadcast news. The network full of liars got investment capital and segments sponsored by Pfizer and the free.
My God, speaking on Pfizer and the vaccine and the money they made off of that, but I just got distracted because because Tom produces his instrumentals, and what started going on with that instrumental just there, like in the background, the new additions and the instrumentation, it sounds so cool. Hang on, let's bring it back.
News, the network full of liars got investment capital and segments sponsored by Pfizer and the free.
And the network, it's full of lies, and they got investment capital that's sponsored by Pfizer. You know, the people making that vaccines, the people who are supposed to fix people.
News, the network full of liars got investment capital and segments sponsored by Pfizer and the freedom fighters. I feel like the left just plans them to infiltrate the right. It's extensive planning. Then it happens.
You know, he feels like the left is planning to infiltrate the right, talking about, you know, the political spectrum, you know, the left and the right, and talk about how the left is planning to invade on the right and stuff. I don't know much about politics, but, you know, he's speaking on what's going on in the world.
freedom fighters, I feel like the left just plants them. To infiltrate the right, it's extensive planning. Then it happens overnight, it's impressive branding. Make $1 million off a
you know, extensive planning, maybe years of planning, but how does it happen? It happens overnight. It happens just like that. Once they've got their plan figured out, boom, gone. Crazy.
Right, it's extensive planning. Then it happens overnight, it's impressive branding. Make $1 million off of shirts that say let's go Brandon. It's a
playing off of branding, you know, it's impressive branding, making millions off of shirts saying let's go branding, you know, as in brand, as in your shirt brand and stuff, but branding is, you know, branding like skin and slavery and stuff. But before that, he said something else I want to point out.
Happens overnight, it's impressive branding. Make $1 million off of shirts that say let's go Brandon. It's a
yeah, it's impressive branding. You know, the takeover of the, for instance, the left of the right. You know, it's all made for commercial purposes to take people's money.
It happens overnight, it's impressive branding. Make $1 million off of shirts that say let's go Brandon. It's a cash grab, everyone's a lab rat. Amazon.
It's a cash grab, everyone's a lab rat. And that's how true. I literally feel like, you know, us normal people, we're just like rats in the laboratory, if you know what I mean. And we damn sure don't own the laboratory, they do. And they're the scientists running little experiments on us, you know, to see if, you know, we help them, just the image of that, we help them see if their experiments are successful, you know. And they don't care. If you were a scientist, would you care if one of your rat up and dies in the lab while you just experimenting with other rats? Nah, you just go get a new rat and you keep experimenting. You don't give a shit what happens to us. That's what he's saying. The elite don't give a flying fuck about us.
To infiltrate the right, it's extensive planning. Then it happens overnight, it's impressive branding. Make $1 million off of shirts that say let's go Brandon. It's a cash grab, everyone's a lab rat. Amazon made billions of dollars from sanitizer and black mass, and that
Amazon, you know, probably the richest, biggest company in the world. Yeah, they made millions of dollars off of what? Hand sanitizers and masks. And you're telling me this virus wasn't created? Yeah, get out of here.
Cash grab, everyone's a lab rat. Amazon made billions of dollars from sanitizer and black mass, and that's that. Funny how the terrorists who attack always come from places that are oil rich and have gas.
Funny how the terrorists who attack always come from places who are oil rich and have gas, whereas the rest of the world doesn't. But he's saying these terrorists, you know, who cause these attacks, they come from countries that do, you know, which means these terrorists are the ones taking our oil and our gas, and they're keeping it in their countries, I feel is what he's saying. But just you know, when you start seeing that there's a commonality between, you know, these terrorists, you know, he's saying, look at the big picture. What do these people have in common? And then if every single one has the same thing in common, then it can't be a coincidence, can it?
That's that. Funny how the terrorists who attack always come from places that are oil rich and have gas. Democrats, they don't give a damn. What is this?
Exactly. Democrats, they don't give a damn. You know, the people who are supposed to be fighting for us verbally, you know, speaking for our rights. Well, really, they don't give a damn. They don't care.
Attack always come from places that are oil rich and have gas. Democrats, they don't give a damn. What is this about? Our military trapped in the Middle East, can't get them out. Heroes are the
our own military, you know, the USA military. They're trapped in the Middle East, and they can't get their military out, you know. Soldiers, real human beings, stuck out there in the war, you know, trapped, unable to return home.
They don't give a damn. What is this about? Our military trapped in the Middle East, can't get them out. Heroes are the ones who had the Constitution written down. Y'all are using hero while describing Kyle Rittenhouse.
Who are heroes? That real heroes are the ones who had the Constitution written down. Those are the heroes. But, you know, everyone now, today, everyone else, we're just the ones trying to interpret how it should be, you know, understood, I suppose.
Those are the ones who had the Constitution written down. Y'all are using hero while describing Kyle Rittenhouse. 1 cent, 2.
Y'all are using heroes while describing how in Rittenhouse. So I believe he's saying, yeah, you know, those are the heroes, and us, we're you know, the meaning of a hero has degraded, is what I feel he's saying. From the true heroes of back then
There's very few heroes out there today, and let me tell you what, Tom MacDonald, he's a hero.
Who had the Constitution written down? Y'all aren't using hero while describing Kyle Rittenhouse. 1 cent, 2 cent, 3 cents, 4. We get less and they get more.
1 cent, 2 cent, 3 cent, 4. We get less and they get more. I believe that's the chorus. And it even pitched it up a little bit. But that's so true, you know. All the money, yeah, we get less of it and they get more of it.
1 cent, 2 cent, 3 cents, 4. We get less and they get more.
And that's why it's called dirty money. Because the money goes to the people who are dirty. Like, who use sketchy means of achieving it. And that's why it's dirty money. So they got all this wealth. And they're in their nice clothes and their fancy cars and their massive homes. When really the shit they had to do to get that money is fucking disgusting. I don't know how they can live with themselves.
1 cent, 2 cent, 3 cents, 4. We get less and they get more.
Like, if I ever get rich, the only reason I want to get rich is so I can make sure everyone around me in my life is, like, good as well. So all my friends and my family, you know, what am I going to do? Just sit on that money? No, man.
1 cent, 2 cent, 3 cents, 4. We get less and they get more. By insult since we were born. They want money. We want dirty dollars. Fill their pockets while our coffins fill the ground. They make profits, solving problems they create to keep us down. Dirty money. Dirty money.
What the fuck? That might be one of the best choruses I've heard from Tom MacDonald. Like, I wanted to stop it to point out all the bars, but then I was just listening to it and I was like, I can't stop this. It's just so good. Let's bring it right back. Fuck
get
yeah.
less and they get more. By insult since we were born. They want money. We want dirty.
Yeah, they want money. We want war. You know, for the stuff he did to take the money from us and all that, for the way he treated, like, us as a people, nah, screw it. We want war.
By insult since we were born. They want money. We want dirty dollars. Fill their pockets while
Dirty dollars fill their pockets.
they want money. We want dirty dollars. Fill their pockets while our coffins fill the ground.
Yeah, think about that. The dirty money fills their pockets. Well, what happens to us? Well, our coffins fill the ground. Over the backs of our murders do they get their money. Jesus.
Dirty dollars. Fill their pockets while our coffins.
And that little screamer, the way he screamed war, as the delivery on that, wow.
Want money. We want dirty dollars. Fill their pockets while our coffins fill the ground. They make profits, solving problems they create to keep us down. Dirty money.
They create the problems to keep us down. And the little cha-ching.
Dirty money. I don't want your dirty money. They might kill me for the
Oh, yeah, Tom MacDonald doesn't want your dirty money. Okay, to me, and I've heard a lot of Tom MacDonald music. Almost everything, I believe. So, to me, that's his best chorus that I've ever heard. Just the production, the delivery, the message. Wow, I'm blown away. I am blown away.
I don't want your dirty money. They might kill me for this song. It's all classified intelligence. Don't need to.
They might kill him for this song. Why? Because it's all classified intelligence. As we've said on earlier Tom MacDonald reactions, if people were to stop sleeping and truly find out what's going on, there'd be riots on the street. They need people to be hushed for this system to keep working. So they might freaking kill this guy for speaking the truth, because the consequences of what he's saying, you know, if this makes like an impact, things are going to start changing real fast.
I don't want your dirty money. They might kill me for this song. It's all classified intelligence. Don't need to go to war to secretly be getting benefits. When Russia
Don't need to go to war to secretly be getting benefits. You know, again, speaking of people profiting off of war, such a despicable thing. And that's why war exists. So the people who aren't fighting the wars, so they can profit.
Me for the song, it's all classified intelligence. Don't need to go to.
And what, they reward those soldiers who come back with for all that trauma? Oh, here you go. Here's a medal. Like, are you nuts?
Want your dirty mind. They might kill me for the song, it's all classified intelligence. Don't need to go to war to secretly be getting benefits. When Russia launches rockets, we condemn them, but there's evidence a US politician owns the screws they're assembled with.
When Russia's launching rockets, you know, we're condemning them, but hang on. He's speaking about very real stuff. Very
Russia
relevant.
launches rockets, we condemn them, but there's evidence a US politician owns the screws they're assembled with.
When Russia's launching rockets, we're condemning them. However, there's evidence of American politicians, assembling the screws that they're launched with. So he's saying that behind Russia launching the nukes, there's American politicians that caused Russia to go to those measures to launch those nukes. So it's as much America's fault as it is Russia's. So true.
When Russia launches rockets, we condemn them, but there's evidence a US politician owns the screws they're assembled with. Ain't no war on drugs, it's economic. You make money off.
There ain't no war on drugs, it's economic. People making money off of drugs, off of addiction, off of overdose, off of death.
Politician owns the screws they're assembled with. Ain't no war on drugs, it's economic. You make money off an inmate, every jail cell is profit.
They make money off of inmate. Every jail cell is profit. And think about that, that's true. Everyone who's in jail, who do they gotta pay? They gotta pay their debt to society by paying off the government. You never see them paying off the families as much as they pay the freaking government.
Ain't no war on drugs, it's economic. You make money off an inmate, every jail cell is profit. Our prisons are privately owned, illegal marijuana just means.
Our prisons, well, they're privately owned.
Make money off an inmate, every jail cell is profit. Our prisons are privately owned, illegal marijuana just means kids.
And he's literally just stating facts. Like, I don't get why people argue with them and try to debunk him on stuff and claim he's controversial. Our prisons are privately owned. Fact. How is that controversial? He's literally taking a fact, a literal, like statement. That's truth. And he's just taking that and he's putting it as a lyric and letting you think about it. And oh, because he delivers it and there's an instrumental under it, people want to tear him apart. I mean, wake the fuck up, Jesus.
Money off an inmate, every jail cell is profit. Our prisons are privately owned, illegal marijuana just means kids smoking weed turn to dollars in their pockets, let's be honest.
Kids smoking weed turn to dollars in their pockets. You know, for a plant that God made, they're charging us. You know?
Prisons are privately owned, illegal marijuana just means kids smoking weed.
How do you charge people for water, by the way? You know, I mean, here in the UK, I'm blessed because here we don't really do that. But how do you fucking, try to sell people water? A human right.
Made every jail cell is profit. Our prisons are privately owned, illegal marijuana just means kids smoking weed turn to dollars in their pockets, let's be honest. Domestic threats in comparison to nuclear powers who hate the West is embarrassing.
Domestic threats in comparison to nuclear powers who hate the West, it's embarrassing. He's embarrassed about what these people of power are doing and the wars that they're causing and the families they're destroying, you know. Countries against the world, literal countries, the people in power, so incompetent, you know, their country taking their whole country and dragging their country along into their little feuds. You know, that's what happens when people at the top start beefing, everyone below them suffers. That's just how it works in this screwed up society we live in.
Honest, domestic threats in comparison to nuclear powers who hate the West is embarrassing. Still we label truckers in the convoy as terrorists and
And instead of labeling terrorists as terrorists, nah, we label truckers in the convoy as terrorists. You know, immigrants and stuff. Oh, those are the terrorists. People just trying to find a place to live. Yeah, those are the real threat.
Nuclear powers who hate the West is embarrassing. Still we label truckers in the convoy as terrorists and confiscate donations. We have no idea where it is.
We confiscate donations. We have no idea where it is, where they are. You know, the donations that are given to help support different charities, different things, different problems. We don't really know where that money goes.
Still we label truckers in the convoy as terrorists and confiscate donations. We have no idea where it is. A pipeline leaks, price of gas goes higher.
A pipeline leaks, a disaster happens, and shouldn't the price naturally go lower because, you know, something terrible has just happened and you know, you should help people? Nah, something goes wrong, charge them more. Jesus.
Confiscate donations, we have no idea where it is. A pipeline leaks, price of gas goes higher. Stock market crash, everybody gets fired.
The stock market crashes, right? And what should happen when the stock market crashes? You know, when money is at risk. Oh, man, shouldn't people be getting more jobs and stuff? You know, finding work? Nah, when the stock market crashes, boom, out, you're fired. Just the injustice that's going on.
Pipeline leaks, price of gas goes higher. Stock market crash, everybody gets fired. Economy is weak while we trying to beat a virus. $1 trillion in debt to China.
1 trillion, the USA, 1 trillion dollars in debt to China. You know, everything you own, read the label on the back, it probably says made by China. That's all I'm going to say.
Economy is weak while we trying to beat a virus. $1 trillion in debt to China. We celebrate the smallest battles we're winning so they can publish the headline that's going to fuel division. But if
we celebrate the smallest battles with winning to celebrate a headline that's going to fuel up division.
We celebrate the smallest battles we're winning so they can publish the headline that's going to...
No, so they can publish a headline.
In debt to China. We celebrate the smallest battles we're winning so they can publish the headline that's going to fuel division. But if
we celebrate the smallest battles as winning, right? Just so they can publish a headline. You know, that's what the media does. Our small wins, they take those and they use those for their headline, you know. Pretending like they're there for the community and stuff, but really it's all part of the little game they're playing. They don't care about it.
We celebrate the smallest battles we're winning so they can publish the headline that's going to fuel division. But if we champion...
I mean, the thing about Tom is, doesn't he just make you angry? Does he want to just make you, like, set shit on fire, if you know what I mean? Like, he just points out how wrong everything is and how desperately things need to change. And every time I hear a Tom MacDonald song, I'm like, damn, is this really the world we live in?
Celebrate the smallest battles we're winning so they can publish the headline that's going to fuel division. But if we champion the crumbs, then it's crumbs that we're given. And we don't...
If we champion the crumbs, you know, championing those small wins, then it's crumbs that we're given. You know, playing off of crumbs, that's in bread, and, you know, feeding the bread to pigeons. We could also interpret bread as money, so championing the small successes and just returning small sacks. You know, there's no, for the small successes, there's no huge reward. They just get a small headline.
Can publish the headline that's going to fuel division. But if we champion the crumbs, then it's crumbs that we're given. And we don't make any progress, we're stuck at the beginning.
And if we don't make any progress, we're stuck at the beginning. That is... Oh, God. I feel sick about what's going on. That is facts. That is absolute facts. If you're not making progress, where are you? Stuck because you're not moving. And where are you stuck? At the beginning. And he's saying that he's using that metaphor to paint a bigger picture about society on how we're not making progress. He's saying, you know, we think we've come all this way, but really we're stuck at the beginning because look at everything that's going on. You know, we're stuck in place. The rich get richer, the poor get poorer.
1 cent, 2 cent, 3 cents, 4. We get less and they get more. By insult since we were born. They want money. We want dirty dollars fill their pockets while our coffins fill the ground. They make profits, solving problems they create to keep us down. Dirty money. Dirty money. I don't want your dirty money.
It's all about the money, 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 money.
I don't want your dirty money. Not enough soap.
You know, what I love about Tom MacDonald is often you'll hear rappers, like, embracing money and, yeah, using that as motivation. Like, go get rich and stuff, go get money and stuff. But what Tom MacDonald is doing, which is so unique and so special, is he's actually fighting against money. He's showing you how messed up money really is, you know? And it's similar to things to what I did on my album Rebirth, on the song called Money. I pointed this out in another reaction, but I said that you literally chop down the trees to steal the world of oxygen, of O2, to print your money, to create this system. So by literally doing that, you're robbing the planet of air, of life.
I don't want your dirty money. Not enough soap to scrub, it's soaked in blood.
We're soaked in blood. Not enough soap to scrub. We can't wash this blood off. We're literally drenched in it. And blood. Human blood. The blood of our comrades, maybe even our own blood. We're drenched in it. But you don't see them with blood, do you?
Not enough soap to scrub, it's soaked in blood.
And why don't we have soap to scrub? Because we ain't even got the money to buy the soap to scrub the blood off.
Not enough soap to scrub, it's soaked in blood. Every time we make a buck, they take from us.
Every time we make a buck, they take from us. Facts. Taxes. Every single thing that you make, they didn't make it. You made it. They feel entitled to it, and they take a percentage of it. Why? Did they work for it? No. You live on this planet, your money is their money. That's how they get their money. They don't even have to do anything. You're out there working your butt off. They sit back and come to collect.
It's all about the money.
And faceless, people you've never even met before, taking money from you.
Every time we make a buck, they take from us. It's all about the money. The dollar runs our lives until we die.
The dollar runs our lives until we die. Why? Because we need this thing that other humans have forced upon us to survive. It's insane.
It's all about the money. The dollar runs our lives until we die. It's all about the money. It controls your mind and it controlling mine.
It controls your mind, you know. The grip that it has on us is so powerful, it's literally become psychological.
Dollars fill their pockets while our coffins fill the ground. They make profits, solving problems they create to keep us down. Dirty money. Dirty money. I don't want your dirty money.
Wow. Wowee. My God. One of my favorite songs from Tom MacDonald ever. Look out, because we're doing I Don't Care next, as we originally planned. Thank you guys for watching. And if this is your first time tuning into this channel, I'd appreciate it if you'll bump my music. I go by Sky Flows. This is my dream. I love you all. Let's change things.